All right, so looking at all this stuff about AI, it seems like there's a pretty big question that comes up right away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, with OpenAI's ChatGPT and Google's Gemini,
Mm.
which one is ahead? I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like we're really watching these two huge players kind of shape how we use AI.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's such a fast-moving thing right now.
Right.
We've got ChatGPT, which, you've
Yeah.
read some of these articles,
Yeah.
really just exploded onto the scene,
It, it,
got
it-
everyone talking about its conversational abilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that was so striking from, what we were reading was that it really felt like it made AI accessible
Yeah,
to a wider audience.
absolutely.
Because it was so intuitive to interact with.
Hmm.
So what do you think, looking at this material, what were some of the core strengths that really allowed it to have that sort of immediate impact?
Well, I think you can see from these sources that it was really the ability to understand and generate text, but do it in a way that sounded really natural,
Yeah.
and maintain that context in a conversation.
Right.
That was something that was really new for a lot of people.
Right.
And a lot of these articles really emphasize that.
Right. And then, obviously Google with, this huge background in AI, this massive infrastructure,
Yeah.
they come out with Gemini,
Right.
formerly Bard.
Yeah.
So given that strength that Google already has,
Yeah.
what's been like a key advantage for them coming into this competition?
Well, I think a lot of these articles point out the same thing, which is that, the integration with Google's existing services is,
Right.
is huge, right? I mean, the ability to potentially access information from Google Search,
Yeah.
Gmail,
Right.
all of these,
Right.
massively used tools,
Right.
that gives it such a unique way to bring in this contextual information.
So it sounds like, from what we're seeing here, we've got ChatGPT coming in strong with this conversational AI,
Mm.
and then you've got Gemini really leveraging that power of the Google ecosystem.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they both kind of have their own
Yeah, absolutely.
distinct and pretty powerful approaches.
Precisely. And you look at these figures
Yeah.
in these reports you sent.
Yeah.
I mean, the investments that both OpenAI and Google are making in AI development are just
There's billions of dollars
Yeah.
like laid out in these financial analyses.
I mean, clearly they see a huge potential in this.
Right. And what would you say, based on what you read,
Mm.
what's driving these really massive investments?
I think it's the belief from what I'm seeing that, advanced AI is going to be
Yeah.
kind of a fundamental technology, right? I mean, they're, going head to head to shape the future of how we interact with information
Yeah.
and technology.
Right. And so with this competition in mind, I mean, how do you think that affects you and me? Everyday users, creators, businesses.
Mm.
What are some of the practical implications that you see here based on what we read?
Well, we're already seeing some of these articles talking about how businesses are exploring things like ChatGPT for customer service, content creation.
Right.
For folks that use Google products extensively,
Yeah.
Gemini with that really tight integration
Yeah.
could mean, AI assistance directly within those tools.
Yeah. That makes sense. So, a creator might use one to kind of get some initial drafts down, and then someone in business might use the other to summarize a document right within their workflow.
Absolutely.
And it sounds like, as someone who uses Google Search, for finding information,
Hmm.
that integration could be really, really impactful.
Absolutely. I think the bottom line here is that, this competition is really pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
Yeah.
And the tools are just going to get more advanced, more and more useful for everyone. I mean, we're likely to see AI just become even more integrated into our everyday lives.
So to kind of sum up, we've gone over here,
Yeah.
based on what you shared with us. Yeah, we saw ChatGPT coming in strong with that conversational AI.
Right.
We've got Gemini leveraging that power of Google integration.
Mm-hmm.
And then these just massive investments fueling both of them.
Yeah.
It really feels like we're watching a pretty huge evolution in AI.
Absolutely. And, and the one thing that's so fascinating to think about, especially with how quickly everything is moving,
Yeah.
is how these really sophisticated AI models are going to change how we interact with technology,
Yeah.
information in the years ahead.
It makes you wonder
Yeah.
what kinds of new possibilities are going to come out of all this innovation. It's
Exactly.
exciting to think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for taking the time to break all that down with us.
My pleasure.
It's been a really fascinating discussion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I think we've all learned a lot.
I think so too.
Thanks again. And to all of you listening out there, thanks for joining us in this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
See you next time.